Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Crystal. Last time, we explored a decent portion of the western half of the Kanto region, and we made our way south here to Pallet Town. And this time, we are going to be proceeding onwards onto the route south of here, because just like New Bark Town, Pallet Town does have an extra exit via the water, which we are going to be taking advantage of right here. Now, the grass to my left, because I'm facing down, but on the right side of the screen, contains a new Pokemon. During the morning and daytime, you can obtain the Pokemon Mr. Mime, which is very cool. Been a long time since we first saw a Pokemon like that, and now we are finally capable of obtaining it. And with that, there are only 3 more Pokemon in the entire game that we have not gone over in some capacity. Yeah, it's crazy. Also, it is worth noting, right here, there is nowhere to there is nowhere to heal in Pallet Town, so if you are somehow hurting from the journey from Viridian to Pallet, I recommend flying away, healing, and flying back. But honestly, as you can see, we're not really hurting too terribly much, especially since this trainer is using level 28 Seal. I'm pretty sure in yellow version, the Pokemon on this route were stronger than this. I've given it the time of day many times, my feelings about this situation, but like, it never goes away. Like, the entire Kanto region has just honestly pathetically weak trainers. Very strange design choice. Anyway, looks like we actually have something changing up right here. The last opponent is a Dugong. Level 28. Believe it or not, I believe Price's Dugong was stronger than this, if my memory serves correctly. Like, what? Why? As I said in previous episodes, I feel like I don't have much energy to be mad about this anymore. It's just frustrating. Anyway, second trainer. I'm bored by fishing. Let's battle. As you can see, this route is much smaller than it was in Generation 1. It's a trend. It really is. Like, the entire Kanto region has been very cut down. This route had like a dozen trainers on it in yellow. In this game, it only has 3. Yeah. It's very drastic and very noticeable, which is another reason why I'm upset that there aren't more powerful Pokemon in this route. It wouldn't bother me as much if there were the same amount, but the Pokemon are A, weaker, and B, there's less of them. It's just so strange. Now, where is this last trainer? There he is. As you might imagine, there are no items on this route. In fact, I believe there's only 1 item that we're going to be finding in the overworld in this episode period, and we're covering 3 routes, a town, and a dungeon. Yeah, like, there's not a lot of stuff for us to find. It's basically just battle on through. And technically, most of these trainers are optional because you can avoid them. I just really like fighting every trainer in the game. It's just my play style. I feel like anyone who's been a long-time watcher will be very familiar with this phenomenon, and I feel like I've taken it to the next level in this Let's Play because I'm going out of my way to obtain absolutely every item that you can find in the overworld. I mean, it's my favorite game. I wanted it to be as comprehensive as possible, and I think I succeeded well enough. I hope I did. There's a couple of things I haven't gone over yet, but I'd like to go over at least some stuff before we say goodbye to Pokemon Crystal for good. So, sit tight. I've got some interesting things I'm going to be talking about in the future that I feel like not a lot of people know about this game, which really excites me. Really fun teaching people new stuff about Pokemon and Pokemon Crystal specifically. Anyway, down goes the last trainer on the route, and he gives us 256 Pokemon dollars, which is a nice number, and this is Cinnabar Island. As you can see, not much here. There's a notice here. Cinnabar Gym has relocated to SEAFOAM Islands from Blaine. And right here, Cinnabar Island, the fiery town of burning desire. Remember that mention a long while ago about a volcano? I think we just found it. We also just found a rare candy, which is always appreciated. And right over here we have... Who are you? Well, it's plain to see that you're a trainer. My name's Blue. I was once the champion, although it was for only a short time. That meddling red did me in. Anyway, what do you want? You want to challenge me or something? I hate to say it, but I'm not in the mood for a battle now. Take a good look around you. A volcano erupts, and just like that, a whole town disappears. We can go on winning and losing in Pokémon, but if nature so much as twitches, we can lose in a second. That's the way it is. But anyway, I'm still a trainer. If I see a strong opponent, it makes me want to battle. If you want to battle me, come to the Viridian Gym. I'll take you on then. Blue has changed a lot in the past 3 years, and honestly, I really like that little exchange with him. Like, a lot. I think it's really, really cool. Now, in the remake, you have to wait until you have the other 7 Kanto badges before you battle Blue. But in Generation 2, as soon as you have that interaction with him, you can just go back and battle with him instantly. But I am going to save him for last, just because it's the proper formal thing to do, I feel. Plus, he is easily the strongest gym leader, so I think it's best to save him for last. Anyway, now that that is done, as you might imagine, there is not a lot to do in Cinnabar Island. In fact, we are already done with it. There used to be a gym here, as was mentioned, and fortunately, we've been given some directive on where we may now find it. But first, we have another route to deal with. I guess it's impossible to swim all the way to Johto. Yep, because someone decided they would put pylons in the ocean to eliminate the possibility of an open world structure. Oh, the humanity. Anyway, he has a single Pokemon. It is a Marill, and it is level 34. Let's just wing attack it and go. Hey. Yes, this is Route 20 we are on right now, and just like Route 21, there are only 3 trainers out here when in Red, Blue, and Yellow there were a lot more. So, yeah. Just another bit of evidence for the pile, and this route is also much shorter, physically, than it was in the past. I believe this route's about 30% shorter than it used to be. Anyway, right there is the SEAFOAM Island, but I'd like to take care of the remaining trainers on this route first. What an impressive collection of gym badges. We should battle. Indeed, we should. When a trainer's eyes meet, it is time for battle, as was mentioned to us last episode. Swimmer Lori sends out Starmie. And we send out our CROBAT, and we use Bite. Have a nice day, smile face, thumbs up. Because that is how things are going for the time being. Get our experience, and CROBAT gets level 52, which is very nice, and it hits 170 hit points. That's a lot, actually. I didn't think CROBAT got that many hit points that quickly, but apparently it does, and I will definitely take that. Gonna use Bite again right there, and down it goes, not dow it goes. If there's anything I've learned from doing Let's Plays on YouTube, it's that I do not know how to speak. Not exactly the best thing to realize under these circumstances. Anyway, this is the final trainer on Route 20, and we are going to be battling her before heading into the SEAFOAM Islands. Swimmer Nicole sends out Marill. Again, quite a few Marill that we're finding around in these areas, which, I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, look at it. Marill's adorable. Like, you can't deny that. Marill's, like, so cute. Alright. Take it out with our wing attack, and let me guess, another Marill? Why am I not surprised that it is yet another Marill? Aye. Alright, wing attack again. Do not worry. Do not worry. We are going to be having a much more interesting and much more important battle right after this one. So if this one seems a little boring, just sit tight for like the next minute. Oh wow, a Lapras. That's an interesting one. I think I'll switch into Heracross for that, because as of right now, Heracross is actually our lowest leveled team member. Which honestly I feel like has been a trend. It was our lowest level team member for most of Johto, and now it's fallen a little behind again, so we're gonna have to get a little experience. Unfortunately, Reversal, as I mentioned before, isn't the best move, just because its power is based on how much HP the user has. But I mean, Lapras is only level 32, so 2 uses of Reversal, no big deal, down it goes. Very good. We got our experience for that. And down goes Swimmer Nicole and the last trainer on Route 20. And with that, I think we will double back over this way, and of course Repel's effect wears off. Kinda hurts me to do that because the island is literally right here, but I digress. Now, as you can see, Seafoam Islands have seen better days. This dungeon from Red, Blue, and Yellow is for all intents and purposes completely removed. What does this sign say? Cinnabar Gym Leader Blaine. Very interesting. First things first, I think it would be good to switch FERALIGATR into the front for this one. Now, why do I say that it's for all intents and purposes completely removed? Well, it's because there are no wild Pokemon, and this is the entire map. You can fit the entire map of the Seafoam Islands on this one screen. No wild Pokemon, no trainers, no nothing. Only this guy. Wah! My gym in Cinnabar burned down. My fire-breathing Pokemon and I are homeless because of the volcano. Wah! But I'm back in business as a gym leader here in this cave. If you can beat me, I'll give you a badge. Ha! You'd better have Burn Heal! The references. They knew the Burn Heal thing was funny. So they did it again. This is Gym Leader Blaine, and this is, in fact, his gym. In the remake, this gym is full of trainers and everything, and the Seafoam Islands are actually a full dungeon on top of that, but here, again, due to cartridge limitations, this is all we get. He opens up with a Magcargo, level 45, with the moves Curse, Smog, Flamethrower, and Rock Slide. And, as it is a Fire and Rock type, something tells me this is going to go very quickly. Down it goes. Very cool. Next up, he is going to be sending out Magmar. This Magmar is level 45 with the moves Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, Sunny Day, and Confuse Ray. So this thing does have a way to counter the water type that you're inevitably going to use to take it out. Unless, of course, you use a ground type instead, in which case this thing's kind of screwed. But I mean, we outspeed it, we have Surf, I don't think it really matters. Alright, down it goes. I said this gym fight would be important, I didn't say it would be difficult. Last up, we have Rapidash, level 50, with the moves Quick Attack, Fire Spin, Fury Attack, and Fire Blast. And yes, this is the first gym leader Pokemon in the Kanto region to tie the most powerful Pokemon at Indigo Plateau. Seriously? In Pokemon Yellow, 4 Kanto gym leaders had Pokemon in excess of level 50. In this game, only 2 gym leaders in the Kanto region have Pokemon in the 50s. What? Anyway, with that rant out of the way, Blaine has been defeated. Awesome, I've burned out. You've earned a Volcano badge. Our 15th badge. Get ready to listen to that jingle because we're about to hear it for the last time in the coming episodes. Feels good, man. I did lose this time, but I'm going to win the next time. When I rebuild my Cinnabar Gym, we'll have to have a rematch. I look forward to it, buddy. Yo, huh? It's over already? Sorry. Cinnabar Gym was gone, so I didn't know where to find you. But hey, you're plenty strong even without my advice. I knew you'd win. Oh, I always loved the gym guy. Now, with that out of the way, there is only one more route down here for us to explore, and I think we should do that before ending things off. This route is very, very optional, as you can see, because, like, pretty much as soon as you beat Blaine, you can turn around and never touch this place again. So yeah, these are some of the most forgotten areas in the entire region. Have you ever gone swimming in the sea at night? I never have, because in my opinion, that's probably a very risky thing to do. Plus, like, I don't live near the ocean, and I've probably only been there like a handful of times in my life. And usually when I do that, I want to be able to see the vistas, you know? And of course, FERALIGATR is still in the front because I forgot to swap it out. But that's no big deal, because we can just mow through these guys with no matter what we've got in front, even if it's a water type. So I think we are going to go with that. Next up, we have Seadra. Now, this right here, as you might have noticed, is Route 19. And there are 4 trainers on this route, this being the first one that we're fighting. We have been on Route 19 before in this series. It is actually the route immediately to the south of Fuchsia City, and you might recall there was some debris on the road, and they told us that we were unable to pass due to a volcano. Looks like that's been explained for us now, hasn't it? Now, the question is, when will they ever remove that debris? Well, I think we are going to be getting our answer very, very soon. But first things first, we have 3 more trainers on this route to take out. And as you might imagine, they are not hard. Like, they are not hard. Like, I feel like I don't have to explain this at this point. Next up we have Cloyster, which is definitely an interesting Pokemon for a variety of reasons. And Slash should, wow, it actually survived that by like a lot. I'm impressed. This is probably one of the only Kanto trainers in the region that's actually like landed a hit on me. And also, I said Kanto trainers in the region. I feel like that's really, really redundant way of speaking. But I feel like redundant speaking is my specialty. FERALIGATR gets 187 hit points. Wow. We might hit 200 by the end of the series because I am going to have to grind for levels a little bit before this Let's Play is done, I think. So yeah, we might hit 200. And we have Swimmer Dawn. I would be willing to bet that this trainer's name got changed in the remake because, once again, Dawn is an important character introduced in later games. That's a pretty major trend in Pokemon games like this. Like, you remember that trainer named Norman out to the west of Ecruteak? He got changed in the remake because they introduced Norman in Ruby and Sapphire. Honestly, I'm really impressed that they went through that level of detail when localizing. Like, it's impressive. And with that, we have 1 more trainer, and I believe, unless I'm mistaken, this is the last regular trainer that we are going to be fighting in the entire Kanto region. So yeah, swimming, I'm just lousy at it. I'm just splashing around in these shallow waters. So yeah, this is the last time we're going to be hearing this battle music and have our opponent not be in the trainer house. Well, actually, I don't think that's true. I think there's a couple of trainers in the Kanto region that give out phone numbers. I think. I'm pretty sure I've gone over all of the important trainer phone numbers where they're like, give you stuff. Any other trainer that I haven't gone over, they're simply going to rematch you with no other stipulations, so definitely worth keeping in mind. I might provide a full list of trainers that give out their phone number at a later point. I still have to compile that though, so we'll just have to see what I pick. Take a Slash right there, take out Tentacool because it is like in the 20s. Next up is a Tentacruel, which will definitely be a bit more of a challenge. But I don't think it'll be that much of a challenge, because we can just slash it and it's gone. Don't even need a critical. That's how good I am. And last up we have, really, a Goldeen? It couldn't have killed you to make it a Seaking. As with most other things in the Kanto region, the trainer battles sort of end with a fizzle instead of a bang. Anyway, I thought I could win. Now, one thing that is going to end with a bang, I can guarantee you, is the gym leader fights, because the next gym leader fight, oh boy, I'm actually nervous about it. Route 19, Fuchsia City to SEAFOAM Islands. And as you can see, right here, the debris is indeed cleared. Once you approach Route 19 from Route 20, the debris will clear up, which is really cool. The roadwork is finally finished. Now I can go fishing again. I'm all sweaty. Time for a swim. And with that, I think we are good to make a pit stop at a Pokemon Center. And so with that, I think we are going to end things off here. So, this past episode of Pokemon Crystal, we explored what was left of Cinnabar Island, and we had a very important and very required conversation with Blue. We also made our way to what was left of the SEAFOAM Islands, which honestly shouldn't even count as the SEAFOAM Islands at this point. And we had our gym battle against Blaine, obtaining our 15th Pokémon League Gym Badge. And next time on Pokemon Crystal, among other things, there's only one more gym badge to get, and I think we should make it a point to go and get that post-haste. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.